Hey, so if you were interested in the Black Stuff Company, specifically the Atlantic Pine Tar or the Eucalyptus on ice, well, check it out. In this video, I'm actually going to be reviewing both of those soaps. So let's drop the music and let's get right into the review. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another review. This is Natural Soap Man, and I just want to say thank you so much for joining me on another episode. Guys, this is our third time with the Black Stuff Company. Hopefully I can answer a few more questions, but to kick things off, let's start off with the soaps up close and personal. Now, we're starting off with the Atlantic Pine Tar. As you can tell, it had that traditional classic black color that pine tar soaps are famous for. And I don't know if you can see it in the video, but it does have what appears to be little specks. That's your pumice, your oatmeal. So yes, it is in fact an exfoliator. Now on the flip side, we have the Eucalyptus on ice. This is really different. This one's really pretty, has like a teal color, but interesting enough, I don't know if it's the color or they just put extra oatmeal, pumice, or exfoliators, things like that in the soap. But either way, it just feels like it's being highlighted and it really stands out. But either way, man, it actually just adds a whole nother element to the soap. It looks really cool. Those are soaps up close and personal. You gotta check those out, but both really pretty bars. A little different than the other ones we saw in previous episodes where others had like little squiggly lines. These are just more traditional solid bars of soap. So let's move on to the next part of the video where we're gonna talk about these ingredients. And move right on to our ingredient part of our video. Go ahead and post these ingredients on the screen for you guys to go ahead and check those out. As you can tell, we're still following that trend. Black Stuff Company likes to add like these 4 different fatty oils, right? You got your coconut, your olive, palm oil, and your castor oil with some shea butter. And then you're gonna have this basically blend of different essential oils that are unique to each different bar of soap. And that seems to be the same pattern here for each one. I think the only thing worth really pointing out is that a pine tar, it's gonna have some pine tar obviously, but it's also gonna have some activated charcoal. So that's cool to see too, and that's definitely what's giving you that black color as well. Now the Eucalyptus, nothing really stands out. There's no quote unquote special ingredients, right, like the others. The only thing really to point out is that some Ylang and some peppermint leaves. That's pretty cool. Also good to point out that both of them neither have any harsh ingredients or any artificial colorants or artificial fragrance, anything like that. So we got no harsh ingredients. Everything looks natural. Everything checks off. So that being said, those are our ingredients. Let's go ahead and move on to the sniff test part of our video, where I'm gonna do my best to tell you how these bad boys smell. So let's move right along. All right, guys, let's start talking about how each bar soap smells. Let's go ahead and start off with the Eucalyptus on ice. Now, right away, before I go any further, this is without a question a eucalyptus soap. So if you don't like eucalyptus, bail out now, right? Because this is what this is. It's a eucalyptus menthol peppermint soap. It's very fresh, very crisp. Now, what's interesting though is that we also have some Ylang, so it has like a nice little floral undertone. Now, I'll be honest, you really gotta smell it. It's a little more obvious in the shower, but it is there, I promise. Now, I see this a lot with companies where they will have the eucalyptus menthol, but they'll also add peppermint, and there's a good reason why. The peppermint really has like some levity to it, really makes it approachable, if you will, if that makes sense. It's not so harsh on the nose, because eucalyptus and menthol straight up can be pretty harsh on the nose. But that's why I always love when companies add peppermint and different things like that to help balance it out. And those typically tend to be my favorite eucalyptus and peppermint soaps. We actually reviewed quite a few on this channel that were eucalyptus and peppermint and things like that. They do very well. There's a reason why companies do that, and I'm glad to see it here. I think it's the best approach when you start dealing with eucalyptus soaps. So if you like eucalyptus soaps, I think you're really gonna like the way this one smells for sure. This is a really good eucalyptus soap at the end of the day overall. Now we have the Atlantic Pine Tar. Oh no, we were doing so good. We were batting 5 out of 5, man. We almost had 6 out of 6. But I can't lie to nobody. I didn't like this one. Oh, I know. Pine tars are usually my favorite ones, but I don't know what it is. Now, I will be fair, it did grow on me as time went on. But for me, I don't know what it is. I think it's a spearmint they put in the soap, and it really gives it this black licorice vibe, if you will. And I can't get it out of my mind and just rub me off the wrong way, and I can't bring myself to actually like the soap. I can tolerate it now, I just don't like it. It's just too much for me. That was disappointing. It was tough. I didn't want to say that, but it was tough. Now, talking a little bit more about the soap, we would consider a non-true pine tar, right? Meaning that the pine tar doesn't take center stage, right? Because true pine tar is soaps that have like a very smoky, very woodsy smell. But here, the essential oils really is what's giving you the scent. The pine tar just plays a complementary role here versus a true pine tar where it's center stage. It is what it is. This is what the soap is, right? True pine tar. But yeah, in the case of the Atlantic pine tar, we have a non-true pine tar. But yeah, that's it. That's what they smell like. Hopefully that gives you a better idea. Let's move on to the lather test. Do a lather, check it out. Come back, do conclusions and final thoughts. So let's move right on. Gentlemen, welcome back from the lather test. As you can tell, both the Atlantic pine tar and the eucalyptus on ice both had a really nice lather. Now, I think it's worth noting that all 6 of our soaps all had nice lathers. They're all consistent. None of them really stood out or was random, right? So that tells us that we're dealing with some really high quality soaps that are all made with a certain high quality for sure. Now, let's start wrap up the videos, start going over everything and do some final thoughts here now. Starting off with some details here. Our Atlantic pine tar is gonna come at a 4.5 ounces. It's gonna cost you $7.75. And then on the other side, the eucalyptus, this is one of our super size soaps, meaning it's gonna come at a 6 ounce and it's gonna cost you $8.75. Now, looking at the soaps, we saw that both the soaps feature like a solid color, a little different from the other ones where the other ones had like that little squiggly line going through them, right? These feature more of a solid one color. The Atlantic had that solid black color and the eucalyptus on ice had that teal color. And it was really, really spotty with the oatmeal and the pumice and really looked really cool. The ingredients. We also had the opportunity to look at all the ingredients for each of the soaps. No harsh chemicals, nothing really stood out, nothing artificial, nothing wonky, right? Everything looked really nice. You had your nice blend of fatty oils with the essential oils, some shea butter and different things like that. No special ingredients, right, like the others, but either way, just a lot of really good stuff. So we also got a chance to smell and see what these. We also had the opportunity to do a little sniff test and see how these bad boys smell. Eucalyptus was a really good eucalyptus soap. Really like what they did with the peppermint and the Ylang there, but really nice. Had a nice, fresh, crisp, floral eucalyptus there. Really good stuff. And on the flip side, we have the Atlantic pine tar. Wasn't a big fan of this one. I don't know if it was a spearmint. I think it was a spearmint. I'm kind of picking on that, but I think that's what it is. You could smell it. I don't know if it was just too sweet or not, but I just don't know. I couldn't wrap my hands around it. This is the one I'm like, not so much for me. Bummer there, but it is what it is. I can't lie to no one. Didn't necessarily like the Atlantic pine tar. So now, probably was super important though to know that the performance of both these soaps were really good. Regardless how I feel about the smell, I can't deny that it performed very well. Both of them had a nice exfoliator, especially eucalyptus. That was intense. Good stuff though. I love a good exfoliator. Leaves your skin all nice and soft and smooth, right? Really good stuff there. Now, ultimately, both performed superb. Now, this is going to be the last review with Black Stuff Company, at least for the time being, right? They got 10 soaps. I only checked out 6 of them, but so I mean, I do plan on coming back. So this is going to be the last review for at least for some time, right? I do like to bring in different soaps and kind of always bring you new stuff, right? But I do plan on coming back sometime in the future. But Black Stuff Company overall, man, I enjoyed my time with them. Really good stuff, really good company. I have no issue recommending this to anyone, honestly. I was pleasantly surprised. This was another company that just sort of came out of nowhere. I heard a few of you guys in the comments kind of mention them before and ask me about them. I was like, I haven't checked them out yet. I think I just saw like a few advertisements for these guys, and then I got that email and from John, the owner, and he sent me these, and I've been enjoying them ever since. But overall, my experience with the Black Stuff Company has been absolutely incredible. But guys, my overall experience with the Black Stuff Company has been really good, and like I said, no problem recommending this to anyone who has been curious about the Black Stuff Company. I gave it 2 thumbs up. Guys, this pretty much wraps up my review. I hope you got something out of it. Hope this gives you a better idea. But till next Tuesday, guys, y'all stay safe, be happy, and as always, stay natural, my friends. Till next time.